Have you ever heard of Wally? Well, Wally is an emotional support alligator who sleeps in the same bed as his owner. Wondering why alligators? Worried about your safety? Well, look no further because in today's video, we are going to have a clear discussion on can you keep alligator as a pet or not?
Petopedia.
Legality. Before taking the swamp monster to home, you need to check your state's animal laws. Yeah, you just can't walk back to your home with an alligator. Instead, you need to go through your government laws first whether you can keep this as your pet or not. However, it's legal to own an alligator in some states like Alaska, Massachusetts, Utah, and Virginia. If you're living in one of these states, you can easily let an alligator play in your backyard. But if you're not from these places, then it's better to think twice about the legality and allowance of your state. Temperament. Alligators can be your cuddle bunnies and welcome you in a friendly way. However, don't think that they will do pool parties with you, because there's zero chance that this wild animal will be affectionate toward you out of nowhere. To some extent, they might even ignore you. It's not their fault because alligators are just being alligators. So you need to train them in a proper way. But it doesn't mean that you have to do that forcefully to make them love you. No. Some private alligator owners claim that they give hugs when they play with them and hold them, like patting on the head. But it is only when they become comfortable enough with you. And definitely, you're brave enough to go close to them. However, in general, they're not friendly to humans and you shouldn't approach them without any self-protection, especially in the wild. They're territorial reptiles and too protective for their babies. So if you try to get close to them, they mostly think that you're threatening them. And the result is a sudden attack on you. Diet. When alligators live in the wild, you don't need to think about their diet because they simply set a primary diet for themselves, which is fish from the canals. Yep, they love fish. Also, they're opportunistic feeders, so their diets include prey species that are easily accessible in the wild. But in case you're keeping them as pets, you need to make sure that you're giving insects, amphibians, small fish, and other invertebrates. And adult alligators love to eat raw fish, snakes, turtles, small mammals, and birds. Other feeding options are freezer-burned meat and chicken wings or breasts. But they become happy when you just throw a large fish as a food treat. Health. Alligators' health depends on their diet. Yes, poor feeding can develop severe health issues. So when you have them as pets, you really need to keep their health status in proper monetization. Some of their common health problems are poor immunity, obesity, or stunted growth. Also, they can have bone disorders and skin diseases due to a lack of calcium and essential vitamins. They can even suffer from mouth rot or other dental problems that may arise from malnutrition. To get rid of these dental problems, simply brushing with baking soda and water mix paste can save their teeth. On the plus side, they can also suffer from mental health problems. Yep, alligators can also be stressed, and too much stress can make them aggressive too. Pros of having alligator. Looking for enough pros to keep an alligator? Ooh, we are struggling here to help you. Even if you're enamored by them, there are still too many ways to enjoy their beauty from a minimal distance. It means when there are plenty of good sights of alligators in nature as a species of reptile, you can hardly find any good thing to keep as your household pet. Cons of having alligator. First off, alligators live long. Yes, once you bring a baby alligator, you have to invest a minimum of 30 to 50 years of your life. If you're lucky enough, they can even live up to 80 years. Quite long, right? Are you ready for this lifelong commitment? Afterward, they require spacious areas along with a water pool since a fully grown alligator is around 13 feet long and weighs up to 700 pounds. Oops, too heavy to carry in a cage. On the other side, their special health conditions sometimes cannot be handled by your local animal vet. Instead, you may need an animal specialist and definitely who comes for house calls, because you know how large and bulky your alligator is. Lastly and most importantly, the safety. Yes, we can't assure you how long you can be safe with your alligator. or how close you can go. Because you know why? You can put your life on the danger just because keeping reptile pets is your hobby. To wrap up, if you love having unique pets like alligators and want to own this large reptile, you really have to consider some of the facts. Firstly, they aren't legal in all states. Then they're attacking, and lastly, require large space to survive. So they are better left in zoos or in the wild. And if you still can't resist having such a giant crocodile-like reptile, you better be a zookeeper in a zoo full of alligators. Thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, and share this video if you find it useful. Then subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for further updates.